Okay. Hello, my name is Tamat from Bonas and I'm from Sky. And today we're here with the Persian to talk about Eric's life. Hello, Persian. The first
Hello.
question I want you to ask you is how was his childhood, except from his mother?
Uh, Before his face was burned, he was passing a great childhood, but and he had a great ambition of becoming an architect, but after his face was burned, his life was destroyed.
Okay. You said about the fire. Can you please tell me how did he manage to escape the fire, from the fire?
He wasn't able to escape easily because he was in this barn and he couldn't find a way to go out. But someone might saw the fire and put it out. But until had happened, his face was burned.
Yes, he loves very much Christine, but have he ever loved another woman except from her?
I don't know, but before his face was burned, because he was having an ordinary life, he may have loved another woman.
Yes. Does he know all the secret passageways under the opera house?
Yes, he knew them all because he was the one that had constructed them.
Okay. When you saved him from sad, did he felt grateful about you?
Yes, this was what I thought, but some years after I understood that he didn't have a soul after the fire and after his face was destroyed and after the rejection of his mother and the people. After this, his heart uh, he didn't have a soul, so I don't think he was really grateful.
And to conclude, have you ever had a real friend except from you?
After his face was burned, no, he didn't have any friends, as no one had understood what he had passed, he had gone through, and his problems. So he didn't talk to anyone else as a friend.
Mm-hmm. That was all for us. Miss Linda, we pass back to you.
Okay, thank you. And now we'll go to the weather report. That was a very interesting interview. Thank you very much, reporter Stamatis. Okay. And I think that that was very good work, guys. And you used so many different ideas. Okay. So the rest of you can be sure to write these questions for next week because I think we're going to continue this in a way.
Congratulations, first of all. They all deserve a big kiss. I love what you're doing. I love what you're saying. I love the way you say it, the language you use. You deserve congratulations and a big kiss.
Okay, shall I start?
Please do.
Good
So
afternoon,
start.
everyone. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to present you the pros and the cons of online lessons. We are having online lessons in order to keep in touch with knowledge and school and to stay safe from coronavirus. But there are people who choose to have online lessons not only to protect themselves from coronavirus or other illnesses, but they prefer them in general. Let's see why. To begin with, there is a number of advantages for doing online lessons. Firstly, online lessons are very convenient as you can choose the location where you can have online lessons or where you can study. This may help you to focus on your target and to your lesson. Also, it is very comfortable for you and it is a very safe choice for people who have children and they are very young. So they can help children and they can take care of them at the same time while having the online lessons. Also, online lessons are usually less expensive than traditional lessons, something which is very important for people who face financial problems. Moreover, in order to have online lessons, we must use technology. This is a very good point because technology can be used by everyone and it is very easy. We just only need a computer and internet connection and a link. Finally, there are some additional benefits that I think they are very important, such as the equality between the students, as they can see their faces, they can see their color, and there's no discrimination between black and white, between men and women, and between old and young people. On the other hand, there is a number of disadvantages, such as the lack of face-to-face communication. Therefore, may the students don't understand the instructions that the teacher gives, and may they are not very clear to the students. Also, sometimes the students or the instructor face technological problems, such as problems with the internet connection or problems with the sound. Of course, this is very annoying because it interrupts the lesson. Finally, the examination is unreliable because while the instructor examines something, students have the ability to look at the solution at their books, and this doesn't motivate them sometimes to study as they can find the solutions on their books. To conclude, in my opinion, distance learning is very useful as it can happen under almost every situation and under difficulties, and also it's very comfortable. But if I had to choose between online learning and traditional lessons at school, I would choose the traditional lessons at school because I think that the face-to-face communication is very important, and also school is a place that motivates me and make me focus to the lesson, and also yes, this is the reason the communication I think is very important.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well,
congratulations.
You deserve a big clap from everybody, guys. Give her a clap.
We should put clap into this.
Thank you very much.
That was a well-researched project. All she had was pros and cons to work with, nothing else.
Well, that was excellent. That's all I can say. I mean it. I'm not flattering you. I mean every single word I'm saying. That was very good, dear. Okay?
Thank you very much.
And I like
yes.
I like the part about the discrimination. I think that was something that nobody would have ever thought of or even consider putting into the project.
Yeah.
That was really, really good.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah. Do more like this, okay?
Thank you.
Great,
great. Just a question, Artemis. Like I told them to ask some questions if they could, okay? But sometimes it's hard. I would just like to have a few opinions. Agapi, what is your opinion of online lessons?
I agree with Artemis that traditional lessons are better. For all the ways she told, I agree. Also, except for the studies in school, we can also make friends and communicate with the children there. So it's also better to communicate in school, but in online lesson we can't.
Stamatis, what do you think?
It has a point, but in my opinion, online lessons are more funny to me, because I think if we could be more educative on this part, it would be more motivated and more fun.
Okay, what about you, Andrew?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what you think of online lessons? And then you guys can begin.
Okay. I think that online lessons are way too easy are way too easier, sorry, than the traditional lessons, because in my opinion, distance learning and the lessons from distance are a bit more confident, because the children are at their homes and they can do whatever exceptional they want, but they must stay focused to the lesson, of course. But it's normal to do other things while having a lesson, because they get bored, and I think you can understand it.
Yeah. I think it requires independence. No, I think
Maturity.
that you have to be independent, willing. You have to realize that you have to be responsible for yourself. It's another way of thinking. No, Andrew, I totally agree with you. Don't be shy about saying it. We know
yes.
that.
No, I'm not shy. That's why I said.
Yeah.
Also, I think that traditional lessons are a bit more. How can I express it? Are a bit more anxious. No, they make me more anxious.
Online lessons make you more anxious.
No,
Traditional
lessons. Because, in my opinion, social distancing, if I said it right, is something that makes me feel that I'm not exposed to other people. So, normal school, makes me feel a bit anxious, because I meet with other people, and sometimes if I'm wrong, for example, at maths, if I get something wrong, I get too anxious, and I start thinking that everybody's going to comment me, and that's why I prefer distance lessons.
Sweetheart, social distancing is not exactly what you have described. Okay, social distancing is staying a bit away from your friends or the environment. Okay, other people. But as for being shy or the fear of the embarrassment you might feel because you might make a mistake, doesn't the same thing stand for online lessons as well?
It is the same, but when I'm in contact head to head with somebody else, I feel and I can see his emotions. I don't know how, but I can feel his emotions and his thoughts about me.
Guys, I would like to ask a question now, and please think, and I would appreciate more opinions. Why don't you, the rest, turn on your cameras? I really like the fact that Artemis was making her project, doing her project, and we could see her at the same time. Well, you're talking about your preference of traditional lesson or online one?
Yes.
Now, I would like you to think of online lesson as an alternative to traditional lesson in this specific case when we cannot have a traditional lesson. Is this a good solution, in other words?
No, I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you said.
Okay, I'm going to repeat. So far, you've been talking about either the in-class lesson, traditional lesson, or online lesson. But for this period, for the first time in everybody's life, we cannot go to school. So, such being the case, do you think that online lessons is a good alternative? We don't prefer it to going to school, but we have no other choice. As an alternative to traditional classroom lesson, is this a good solution?
Can I give an answer?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
In my opinion, online lessons could be more fun and more effective, I could say, because a lot of people don't know how to use a PC. Not only us, the children, but our teachers don't know how to post some exercises on a program or how to send us or to scan some. So we must take some not meetings, how can I say it?
But darling, look, you're raising a different issue now. You're talking about technical problems or technological ignorance or half knowledge, okay, but I'm not talking about that. Let's talk about you, your personal opinion. You know how to do these things. Online lesson as an alternative.
Is
Another
it a
way.
good choice?
Yes.
Is it a good choice? We can't go to school, so is this a good choice? Another way.
In other words, online or nothing at all?
Online. We don't have nothing else.
Okay.
But I
Online.
think it could be better with some education.
Okay.
Do you mean us or the Greek school? Do you refer to us or to the Greek school?
Both.
In our case, please make some suggestions. I would appreciate it.
Okay.
Make some suggestions. Suggest what can improve.
Can I say?
Yeah, please do.
To begin with, I think that online lessons is a very good solution for us because we have to choose between nothing or online lessons. And as I said, it is a way to keep in touch with school and with knowledge. So it is very important to me to have online lessons. Something that may help to online lessons to become better is to, if we had our cameras opened and so the examination would be better because it would be more trustful and we could communicate better, I think.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Bonas.
And my name is Andrew.
And today we're going to talk to you about a very famous TV series, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty was created in 2013 by Justin Roiland, Dan Harmon, and the company Adult Swim. Adult Swim is a producer and provides Rick and Morty to Netflix, so everybody here we can watch it.
To start with, Rick and Morty, this famous show and series, first of all, has two kinds of characters. First of all, we have the main characters and the protagonist, and after we have the side characters, which are Summer, Beth, and Jeff, and Summer, Beth, and Jay Smith, which are the family of Rick and Morty. First of all, Beth and Jerry are a couple, and Summer is Rick's sister. To continue with, Rick is Morty's grandpa, and Beth and Jerry's father. Yes. Rick, as I said before, is Morty's grandpa, which is very intelligent, and his intelligence has made him a crazy scientist. With his extraterrestrial inventions, him and Morty travel through the universe, the many universes, and time, and yes, and time. After Morty is afraid of the adventures, but on every time they go on an adventure, he always helps him to survive. To finish with the story, Rick and Morty is about a grandson and a grandpa who fight to protect and save the universe from many different creatures that want to kill everybody. They go on crazy adventures and they fight. Yes.
Now we can pass to the TV viewing, where Rick and Morty have over 50 million viewers, and they made last year they made 5 million euros income. Thank you for your attention.
We thank you for your
And
presentation. That
Okay.
was very good. Yes. Let's give them a clap, everybody. Let's give them a clap. Good, good, good.
No, that was good. You gave us a really good idea of what the show is about. Okay. It's very clear, and I think that some of us might want to go and watch it now. And that's what your presentation is supposed to do. And I really liked especially the third picture. Okay. Because the third picture showed the way the whole cycle goes. Okay.
Yes.
Does
Are there
anyone
any questions? Yes. If there are any questions they would like to ask, something.
How
Okay.
long have you been watching the show?
Yes, my brother, not me, but I want to start this TV series.
Okay. And you can watch it on Netflix, so you can watch it whenever you want, right?
Yes. You
Okay.
can download it and watch it whenever you like.
Okay. So,
You can download at Netflix. I
Yes.
didn't know. I didn't know. Okay.
I think not from Netflix, but from some other apps.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Thank
yeah.
you very much, guys.
Yeah, that was great. Okay.
Miss Linda,
Yes.
can I ask you something now?
Anything you like.
I have done the form you said us to do, but it doesn't rate me.
Oh dear. Okay, you know what? It's okay. I think it has something to do with today and Microsoft. Okay.
Guys,
You're not the only one.
Forget the last
that's
2
why.
days. Forget the weekend and today
Yeah.
with Microsoft. They are updating their software, and that's why there are problems. Okay.
Yeah, the point is that you've done it. The point is that you've done it, and I'm sure that eventually it's going to be a delayed reaction. For example, in a day or so, you're going to receive it back the way that you're able to look at it. Okay. I thought this was the case from this morning when I couldn't get in.
Yeah.
And then another student told me that they couldn't enter either, and I thought something's funny here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Miss
Now,
Linda,
what we've got is, yes, sweetheart.
How can you be in the class?
I'd be in the class.
No, in the class.
The
Exactly.
background. He's talking about the background. Okay. Would you
I don't know
like?
if do they have
Would you
the same
like her?
feature?
Well, show them. Show
I
them.
was thinking about that instead of being able to see whatever's behind them. Okay.
Okay, guys.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it
If
because they
you
have one.
look at the three dots,
Andrew, what are
everybody.
you doing? Andrew, what are you doing? Have you got it on your phone there?
Guys, look at the three dots. Click on the three dots. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Right in the middle. Here, let me share my screen. Okay, yeah, no, Miss Katia can tell you.
Okay, look at the three dots. If you go to show background effects, can you see? Show background effects. By clicking the three dots, in the middle, you can see show background effects.
No, Miss, I can't see it.
No, we can't see.
No, only I have it.
Maybe it's for the organizer and the
Yeah,
teacher's
yeah.
license. You
Okay.
and your teachers have different license. Okay, that's why. It's that's how you can do it anyway. But your license as students does not allow this feature to be applied.
Miss,
Okay.
for doing this, you went to device. Sorry.
No.
The three dots in the
Darling.
middle, but I don't think you have it.
If you had it, you would have seen it.
Yeah, you guys find everything.
Okay.
Listen, now we have to find out who is going to present next week. Okay.
Miss, can I and my
So-
brother?
Of course you can. Do you want to see the topics again?
Yes.
Okay. And
Guys, I really enjoyed it being with you. I have to visit some other classes now.
Okay,
See you
Miss Katia,
later.
yeah, we
See you
understood.
later.
Okay,
Bye for
thank you
now.
for
Bye.
coming.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Goodbye, Miss.
Okay, let's take a look at the other topics. I added two just in case. Okay. So, Bobby's and Nick. Agapi, would you like to present two next week?
Yes.
Okay. Here you've got topic number one could be Eric's life story. You can talk about chapter 8. It's very interesting. You would just talk about where the Persian met him. Okay. I think I've got the project here.
You
Yeah.
haven't shared, I think, your screen.
Thank you. Good for you. Yeah, you know what else too? In these online lessons, it's very important to communicate. Like the person who communicates and speaks up, I mean, it's very, very helpful. Okay, now you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Agapi, you weren't here last week. So one topic is Eric's story, which is chapter 8. Okay, so we can see that this particular, one moment, this project is here if you want to see it. The only
I
thing
can't see myself.
I can see you. If you want to turn your camera off now, it's okay.
No, I want to turn it on, but it says the video camera isn't working.
No, it's on and I can see you very clearly. Okay, Eric's story. So the only thing, I think you just want to press the camera so that it goes off if you want.
Yes, I pressed it, but I can't see myself.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's just a small, you're not the full screen. Okay, Agapi, can you see? And Annie, too, if you want to do this, whoever wants to do it. Bobby's Nick. This is one option. You've got Eric's story, the Persian meets Eric, where they met in the circus, Eric's accident, Eric's mother and how she treated him, Eric's life in the circus, the Shah's palace, and the end. Okay, I'll send you those notes if you want to do this project. Okay, Agapi, if you want to do it, I'll send you those notes. Now, the other options are gamification. This one might be a bit difficult. It's about using games in the classroom and maybe thinking up your own game that can be used in the classroom. Why do you think it's a good idea to use games in the classroom? Okay, the online lessons, I think we've covered it. You could do changes in entertainment due to coronavirus. And in the first part, you would talk about the fact that we can't go to the cinema, we can't go to the theater, we can't go to concerts. All of that is over now. But what are the solutions? TV programs on Netflix, films, online streaming of concerts, a TV series, which the guys did. I wouldn't mind another TV series, though. It doesn't bother me. Effects of the coronavirus on animals or the environment, like the video that we saw. Your own choice. And now I put in two others. One is social media. The pros and cons of social media. Facebook, Instagram. Also, you can do the pros and cons of being famous. Bobbies, what do you think you would like to do? What would you and Nick like to do? Okay.
Okay.
So then if I can help you in any way by sending you like 1 or 2, 3 notes that you're going to put in there, then I can help you a little bit. Okay? Fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you know what I want you to do? I'm just going to show you your homework now because I want to give you a different kind of homework this time. Here, this is homework for May 25th. You're going to have the words at stake to dresser. I'm going to put this in posts. You are going to read chapters 7 to 10. And then, okay, since none of you decided to do Eric's life story, Agapi, are you going to do Eric's life story? No.
I will maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty good thing to do a PowerPoint.
Okay, I think it is too. Anyway, so some of you may ask Agapi questions if she decides to do this, or you'll ask another student questions. I have made a form, and this time on the form, you're going to write, because you've got chapters 7 to 10 to read, okay? So we'll do a quick revision. On the form, you're going to write 6 questions. You would ask the person about Eric. You would imagine you're a journalist, and you would ask the person 6 questions about Eric. Like, for example, where did you meet Eric? How did his mother treat him? What did he do for the Shah? Understand? Do you think that his mother was fair? Yes. Only the questions. Yeah.
You don't want the answers, only the questions, right?
Only the questions, because you guys have done projects and everybody's going to do one, so I think it's fair. And you have to read chapters 7 to 10 for next week. So I think it's only fair. Okay? No, I don't want the answers. Just 6 questions. You could ask the Persian about Eric.
Miss, also, are you going to put a form on the platform in order to write the questions, or we can write them and then to read them?
I already have the form ready. So you just write the questions on the form, and you write them on a paper too.
Okay.
And have them on a paper so that you have them ready.
Hello, our names are Babis and Nick Chris, and today we're going to talk about the changes in our life, with the lives of animals and the environment.
Guys, there's noise. Look, I'm going to mute everybody, and Nikos and Babis are to unmute themselves, all right?
Okay. Hello, our names are Babis and Nick Chris, and today we will talk about the coronavirus and the changes in our lives and the lives of animals due to the environment because of the coronavirus. While Italy has been crippled by the coronavirus pandemic, There's one good news story to come out of the countries as a result of the lockdown. The canals in Venice, typically dirty and murky, are running clear due to the less traffic on the water. The clear water means fish are more visible in the canals, and Italians have been sharing photos on social media of marine life, which usually steers clear of heavy traffic in the ports. Apart from Italy, however, we observe such phenomena in other areas as well, such as in Lake Castoria in our country, where some brown bears came out, separating the fear of humans. 1/3 of the world is under lockdown as a response to the coronavirus pandemic. Air traffic is down, fewer cars are on the road, and factories are closed. This means that air pollution has drastically decreased in many parts of the world. Milan, Italy, which has historically struggled with smog, is even thinking about ways to reduce air pollution post-pandemic by introducing a plan to reduce car use. As humans hunker down indoors, the natural world is thriving, wild animals roam empty streets, and nature is reclaiming urban areas. In some places, air pollution has noticeably reduced, with pollution levels in China down an estimated 25%. Also, people's lives have changed very strongly and very fast. From where we went to school, we suddenly couldn't leave the house alone for the basics. Many people started working from home, the children took online lessons, and many companies went bankrupt. All the countries of the planet have suffered a great economic catastrophe. Are there any questions?
Any questions, guys?
Unmute
You
yourself.
can unmute, yes.
No.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah, please ask.
You said that the subject of the project was about the human lives and the animal lives under the global pandemic due to the coronavirus. But in my opinion, and under my side, I saw that the only mention to the animals' life and in general the animals was when you said about Lake Castoria or something like that. I don't know, and I can't understand where the animals' role in the project.
Can I answer?
Please
Yeah,
do.
answer, because there is it does play a role in the project. Okay, go ahead, answer.
I think that, we present some examples, not generally all the animals. We said for some examples that all the planet was talking about this.
Sweetheart, that was a good answer to a good question.
Yeah,
Because that's exactly
true.
what you did. That was a good answer to a good question. You handled yourself very well.
Yeah, that's true. And I have to say that, first of all, congratulations. That was very good information we had. All right. But let me ask you something. Do you know all the words you've used?
No,
all because we found some information on the internet. And but means when we read the sentences, we could understand what the text was talking about.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, sweetheart. Presenting, that was an excellent project, all right. I'm not talking negatively about that, but you used words that I'm sure you do not know, and you can't really, you mispronounce them. Never mind, that's not the point. The point is that I have a feeling you were reading. Is that so?
No.
You were not reading. You have learned it by heart. That means if in case we ask you to do that in front of the class when we go back to school, you will be able to do something similar. Or so well said.
Of course. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then
Yeah, you just, the only thing is you just, when there's words that you don't know, just don't use them, that's all. You just don't want to use words that you're not familiar with.
Okay.
you can use,
Because
you
then
can
you're not
use some.
talking, you're reading. Yes.
You can use some, of course, all right, but there were too many words that I feel 100% sure you're not familiar with. You don't know. Okay. And the point when you do a project like this is not to read, but to be able to talk about it in a very natural way. I repeat, that was a very good project.
Okay. Yes.
All right. That was very good.
One of you is going to be a journalist, as we said before, and you're going to begin asking the Persian questions. Remember, you work for either a TV station or for a newspaper. So, you know what, Andrew, you are going to
Yes.
start interviewing Artemis. Artemis is going to be the Persian. Andrew begins interviewing Artemis. Keep it like this, Artemis. He is a journalist. He is a journalist, and he's going to ask you. Okay, let's share
They can
a game.
change roles. They can change roles.
Okay, they can change roles after.
So, the first question, basically, hello. My name is Andrew Perbonas, and I'm a journalist from a TV channel. And today I came here to ask you some questions about the Phantom's life and about the Phantom's life. First of all, I would like to ask you, how did the Phantom overcome all this event with the fire?
This situation that the Phantom faced was very difficult for him, as he faced rejection for his friends, for everyone in the opera, and from his mother. Something that helped him to go on with his life was the circle. The circus where people accept him more and admire him. So this was like a new start for him.
Okay, thanks a lot. But another question that is something like the previous is why the Phantom wanted to take revenge so much, and what was the reason for him to do such a big bad?
He was very angry because of the way the others treat him. So he wanted to take his blood back. He wanted to prove them that he didn't deserve all this that they told to him, and that he was something more, and he couldn't accept all these bad things that they did him. So he wanted revenge.
Okay. And also, I wanted to ask uh, why being an architect was his dream.
Why he wanted to become an architect, do you mean?
Yes.
Okay. He liked very much to make. He liked his job, and this is why how he was imagining himself as a future. This was his dream from while he was very young, but he wasn't able to make it come true as exactly he wanted to because of his accident. But it was something that he loved.
Okay. To continue with, I'll ask you something about the sun and why he decided to kill all the workers. And in my opinion, I think that he killed them because of Eric. What do you think?
The Shah killed all the people who helped to make the torture chambers in order not to his secrets be revealed. But Eric was very lucky because there was the person behind him who helped him very much to escape and he saved him. But it wasn't, he didn't kill the builders because of Eric, but in order not to his secrets to be revealed to the world.
So, as you said, the Persian saved him. So that means you saved him.
I saved him, yes.
Yes. What
Okay.
did he give you in
You know what?
return?
I want to say thank you very much for this particular interview. I think that our audience really appreciated it. Okay, thank you very much.
Congratulations. Congratulations. You deserve a clap. Very nice questions. Very nice answers. Good for you guys.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. It looks good.
Okay, shall I start?
Yeah,
Please do. Please do.
Okay. How the virus affected the environment. I did a project about how the environment was affected by the virus. So hello everyone. It was widely expected by a majority of people that a lockdown like this would have positive impacts to the environment. Did it though? According to the report from the BBC website, there is now clear water in the Venice canals. As you can see here, I have put a picture comparing last year to this year. And also there are now blue skies over Delhi. Furthermore, there are wild animals now wandering in streets in lockdown cities. Even the dead zone in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, caused by industrial waste, is now barely detectable. As you can see here, the water is very clear. This happens due to the fact that the industrial factories activity has been now I have put one more picture of the India Gate. You can see the difference before and after the lockdown. And this happens due to the fact that industrial factories activity has been dramatically decreased. In New York, carbon monoxide levels shrunk to half their usual March levels. We now have the opportunity to see how our collective actions have a wider impact. In China, the initial lockdown drove pollution levels down by 25%, because individual actions that stop pollution bring in collective impact very quickly. So, considering our collective impact on nature might also register. However, our collective capacity to deal with the damage we've accomplished to nature regarded impossible until now.
That was great. That was great.
Okay.
Very good. Excellent vocabulary. Excellent presentation.
The end was really good. Okay, the end, Aristos, was really good. Okay, because it was your own basic summary of everything that you said.
Yes, you summed up.
So, yeah, I like the end the best. Okay, the end was really from you. Nobody could have believed that the environment could somehow improve until it actually did. Okay, so what positive aspects have come out of this coronavirus?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so why do you think this virus in one or two ways is positive?
Because a lot of factories have reduced their activity levels. They don't produce that much gases, waste to the sea and the atmosphere. And that's why I think.
You don't remember people, but you're going to, I promise you. All right. Who's this? Dimitra?
Yeah, Dimitri's next.
I have to share my screen.
No, you have to present your, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
It's beside the three dots. It's to the left of the three dots. You see an arrow. Okay.
Excuse me, let me ask, Chris and Paul do not have a camera?
Yes. Hello.
You do not have a camera, okay? I need to talk with you at the end of the lesson and check that. I'll go into your computer and find out, okay?
Miss, I can't find how to do
I'll
it.
share. One moment.
Okay, I'll help you, darling. I'll help you. Just
There's
give
an
me a second.
arrow. One moment. Okay. First of all, can you see the time where the time is ticking?
Yes.
Okay. Next to the time, there's a camera, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next to the camera, there's a microphone. Next to the microphone, there's a box with an arrow. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Press the box with the arrow. Press the box with the arrow. Press on it.
I press it, but I can't
You can
find
see the
it.
entire screen, the desktop. Επιφάνεια εργασίας.
Okay, now it should be, when you're looking at the screen, it should be to your left. You share your desktop.
There. Good.
That's right. Yeah. Yes,
Good.
it's to your
That's
left.
it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, this is different. Something else. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Today I'm going to present you my project, which is about online lessons. A new virus had appeared to our planet that called COVID-19, and we had to stay at quarantine for 2 months to protect ourselves and the other people. But as COVID-19 appeared, we can't change it, but we have to compromise with this and don't let our lives go back. So the Greek government decided to have this distance learning to continue our lessons. Having online lessons have a number of disadvantages. Advantages. First of all, we start to learn how to use computer and MS Office. The lessons are like we are in class, and also a fact that it was very good. The lessons are recorded, so if a student was upset or want to remember
absent,
or want to listen something the teacher said and he didn't remember, he can go and check it. Another advantage is that all students can say the lessons as they haven't to raise their hands, but the teacher select who is going to tell.
To answer.
It's also more comfortable as you are in your house and you are in your place.
Yeah, I think this is more convenient, okay? More convenient. Okay,
Yes.
sweetheart. Continue.
Last but not least, by online lessons, you practice your listening skills. On the other hand, we had some disadvantages. Firstly, sometimes you may have not good internet, so you can't hear what teacher says. Secondly, you may have noises background noises from home or from outside. Thirdly, that it's for me, it's very bad, is that some people chat and mute themselves, so as a result, they annoy the lesson. Furthermore, if you use a lot of times, a lot of hours your computer, your eyes get tired, and you don't feel good. Sometimes you may have headache. The last one disadvantage that I found is that some students haven't got computers, headphones, so they had to buy them. I'm sorry. Now I would like to talk about my opinion and my experience. I have to say that having online lessons is very good for me, and I continue normally the lessons, and I can communicate very good with my teachers. But sometimes I don't have good internet, or I have some background noises, so are sometimes annoying for me. That's my project. I hope you like it. Thank you for listening.
We did like it. Yes, thank you very much.
Nice.
Very nice and very good use of connectors and modifiers. Firstly, secondly, on the other hand, very good, Dimitra.
Shall I say my opinion?
Yeah, please do.
At the beginning, when she started, I thought that she was going to say the same things we hear, that there are problems. But when I heard most of the things, I knew that the project was becoming more and more better from a scene to scene, and that the best thing she did is to do the disadvantages at the end and not at the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So we can talk more about the online lessons.
Yeah, you mean about the positive aspects of it. Okay.
Yes.
Right. What about the rest of you? Good, Daddy. What about the
Shall I
rest of
say?
you? Please, please do.
I only don't agree with two things. That when we have background noises, we can ask our teacher to mute ourselves, and also we can have we can download the app from our phone, so we don't necessarily have to buy PCs.
Uh-huh.
Computers.
Well, what do you think? You can answer, Dimitra. Or you can discuss it. Yes, or anybody. Please express yourself. All right. Yes, Dimitra.
Sometimes for me, and it's my opinion on this, that always something is going to hear by having an online lesson as you use microphones, which which you can hear a lot of noises if you if you are not in a room alone.
Mm-hmm. Do you think? Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so I really like the project and the topic. The only thing I wanted is like to have more pictures probably and ask maybe some questions at the end of it, like for our experience or something.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's always a good idea to ask questions, but it's okay. Menelaus, what about your experience then with the online lessons? What do you think?
Yeah,
what's your experience?
My internet is enough, like only a few times. Yeah, I'm like good. I enjoy it. I'm not getting tired from the computer at all. Like, yeah, I'm good. And yes, that's it.
Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Last time you said that me and Aristos were going to present.
You now. You, Aris. No, I have three names. Aristos,
Yes.
Aris, and Dimitra. Those are the names I have written down. Okay.
Last time I said that I'm going to present about a movie that's called The Flash.
One moment. Are you going to present now, Aris?
Yes.
Are you ready? Okay, you have to share your screen.
I'm from my phone. I didn't do a PowerPoint. I only did the paper.
Then, dear, listen. You can just show us the pictures you have chosen on your camera. It's all the same. Never mind at all.
I don't know if he has pictures. Have you got pictures?
So I found everything on Wikipedia and tried to memorize them. So I can do the...
Just a second, Iris. The only thing I do not want anybody to do is read or have learned by heart something by heart. You understand? I don't want memorization. I want production, language production, not memorization. This is not history. The way you've been learning it at school.
No, you're supposed to talk about the film, the plot, and then you're supposed to recommend it.
And the way you reply to questions has to be the same way that you are presenting your topic. If you can do this, go ahead. If you're not ready, Arimu, listen. If you're ready, you can start. If you're not ready, you can prepare yourself and do it next time the way I suggested. What do you think?
I've learned from Wikipedia, but also I've seen the movie, so I know a couple of things, the most of them.
But if somebody interrupts you, can you go on in the same and deliver the same language, the same way, the same standard, the same high vocabulary?
I think yes, I can.
Okay, you can start then. Sorry, Miss Linda.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
I just want to say, Ari, are you sure you want to do it, or okay, if you want to, because the film is supposed to be you describe the plot and you recommend. We didn't say anything about Wikipedia. Okay, there was nothing mentioned. We don't do that. We know that we don't do that.
And of
Okay,
course,
if you-
the worst thing is read. Okay? That's the worst possible thing. And make
If they
sure
tell
I
us
can
about-
understand. Make sure I can understand what you're
Yeah.
reading.
Okay.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Maria.
And I'm Christina.
And today we are going to present you a presentation which is about animal coronavirus.
So as you probably know, coronavirus or COVID-19 is a new type of flu that is very dangerous for anyone in any age or country and can even lead to death. So please be careful and wash your hands so as not to spread or get the flu.
Yes, so some anime series predicted coronavirus before 2020. For example, Siki. Siki is about a village which gets infected by a mysterious kind of virus, and as the virus gets infected, more and more people die. So as a result, the village starts to disappear.
Another anime that made a prediction about all this situation is Akira. There was a scene in Akira that showed a huge billboard announcing the Olympic staging ceremony would be cancelled in 147 days. And as you can also see in the picture, it said with big red letters, cancelled.
So what do you think? Do you think it is a coincidence or not?
Well, what I can say is congratulations. Though very short, it could be a bit longer. It was very nice, very informative, very good to watch, very pleasant. Good job,
Thank you.
girls. All right. If it were a little bit longer, that would have been even better. Okay.
Yeah, you could have
Yes.
found some other predictions in anime if you had found some others, but okay, you spoke very
We
well.
couldn't find any.
I
Okay,
liked
any
very
others, eh?
much your interaction. I liked your interaction very much. The way you interchanged from one to the other. Very nice. How long has it taken you to prepare?
It took us about 45 minutes.
Super.
Yeah, to find the pictures and to talk together. So it was pretty easy.
Did you
How did you?
enjoy it? Yeah. Sorry, Miss
No,
Luca.
no, it's okay. Miss Kathy, it's okay. Go ahead.
How do you feel? Do you like the idea that you shared something so nice that had a very good result? How do you feel now? Do you like it?
I am really satisfied and proud. So yes, I did like it.
Good. Hey, good for
Yeah,
you.
I felt relieved because I was kind of anxious, and I think it turned out pretty good. So yes, I liked it.
Yes, good for you. Bravo, girls.
Why is anime so popular? Why has it?
Yeah.
Why is it so popular worldwide to the point where it has become international rather than just Japanese? What makes it so attractive and so exciting for so many people?
Because it's just like any other movies, but it's just animated and it's really interesting.
Yes. The graphics are really nice. So many people enjoy watching it. And the whole Japanese culture is really popular right now. So I think that helped anime to be that popular.
Well,
Do
in my time, they would call them κινούμενα σχέδια. Isn't this what it is?
Yes, technically it is cartoons.
It just different characters. You mean, because that was exactly the same as far as I can remember. I never liked very much this kind of cartoons. We used to call them cartoon in English. In Greek, κινούμενα σχέδια. Okay? But the characters used to be animals like Popeye, or no, Popeye was not an animal, like Mickey Mouse and things like that, okay?
Why is anime different from this? There has to
Yeah.
be something there. It's not like Bugs Bunny or Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse that children watch. Anime is popular with older people, teenagers, even adults. Why is this? This is my question.
I think that anime has some anime has more mature content, not like Mickey Mouse, and there are sometimes in series. So yes, I think it's mostly for the content because it can talk about other stuff like that cartoon doesn't talk, like in general films or series we watch.
Are there lessons that you can learn? Do they, because it's Japanese culture, do they sort of put lessons into the anime stories that make it suitable for an older audience? Like, do you learn something? Maria, what do you think?
Yes, in the most anime I have watched personally, there are many secret lessons that I can learn, and it's really inspiring in my opinion.
Okay.
So this is you're talking about the morale, Miss Linda, eh?
Yeah, if there's some kind of moral lessons, because there's a difference between anime and regular kind of cartoons that are shown on TV. Okay.
Shall I say
Miss
something?
Linda,
Warner Brothers.
What you are going to say, sweetheart, and not only you, anybody can. This is a very interesting conversation we're having. Well, we used to say ηθικό δίδαγμα, all right? That would come out in the end. Is there something like this in anime? You wanted to say
Yes.
something? Yeah, okay. Cool.
I want to say something about the difference in cartoons and anime. Anime is a long story that sometimes never ends. You always have to try and figure out what is going to happen the next time. On
Is Ari
cartoons,
speaking?
it's
Is Ari speaking?
Yeah, he's got his hand
Okay,
up
Ari,
too.
yes, dear. Yes, go on.
on cartoons, you see someone that is teaching you like brush your teeth and things. On anime, you learn some things about life. You always have to
Deeper
figure out
meaning.
the next things that are going to happen.
Yeah, very interesting explanations. I like it. I learned from you now.
And you can also, I wanted to add that you can also,
Yes.
yeah, sorry. I would like to add that from anime you can learn a lot about Japanese culture. And I think that this is really interesting because we have a lot of differences with
A lot.
Japan. Yeah, so when I started watching anime, I don't watch that much. Maria watches more. But when I started watching, I learned some stuff and their culture. For example, their foods or their tradition. So yes, I think it makes you learn some stuff that you didn't
In
know.
general, what would you say about the Japanese people from what you have learned or found out so far? In what way are they different from us? Are they more polite, for instance? Are they more aggressive? What are they? Traditional? Can you say something about this?
Shall I say?
Yeah, Maria,
Please
go
do.
ahead.
Japanese people in the anime, at least, they bow every time they see each other, even if they are close friends or a couple, which I think is a symbol of kindness and politeness to the other person and to each other in general. And they are different from us in the food and in the dressing, clothes and stuff.